Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. It's great to be back with you here at Forest Springs. For some of you, this will be a familiar face on stage and many familiar faces to Christy and me out here. One thing that John just forgot to mention and Larry forgot earlier too, if you look around you, we asked that there be no vaping in here. I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway, I will introduce you more formally to our family tomorrow. I'll throw a picture up because some of our kids are here. One is actually working here this summer, and then some of the older kids are away. So I'll introduce you to the whole clan tomorrow. I did want to say, the picture is behind. Sorry, I didn't know that. There's the whole clan. So Christy is on the left there, and Abby is beside her, is working here. Joseph is the taller one just in front of me, and then Titus is down front with the boots on. Lauren is in the chair. Behind her is Rachel, and then to my right is Tom, that's our oldest child, and then Maria, his wife, and then Kayla is to the right, she's my oldest daughter, and then Michael, her husband, to the right. And so some of the kids are older and out of the house, and others are here with us. You'll see all of us who are here around camp. Love to meet you. I will say, too, sometimes names can be challenging for me. And so if we've met and I get that deer in the headlights look when you come up to talk with me, first, forgive me, and then reintroduce yourself. But we're delighted to be with you again. Dan dropped a reference to what we're going to be talking about with his pun at the waterfront, unless you're fishing for men. That comes out of Mark chapter 1 or Matthew chapter 4, where Jesus gives his first call to his disciples, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Discipleship, that's our theme for this week. As we look at some of Jesus' early call in his teaching, or what he teaches us about discipleship, I find that the word disciple, or the concept of discipleship, is like a lot of concepts that we carry around. I'll give you a couple of examples. Time. Do you know what time is? Of course you know what time is. Have you ever tried to define what time is? It's incredibly difficult to do. Have you ever thought about the word church? I mean, of course, you kids who are here, you know what a church is. You go to one every week. But a church is not the building. So what is a church? We find that we oftentimes use terminology, common terms, or specifically Christian terms like disciple or discipleship, and we have kind of a fuzzy notion of what we mean by it, but we can actually go for years and years and years using terms that we don't have a really firm grasp on. So we're going to try to get a grasp on what the word disciple or discipleship means. I'll give you an example of what I mean by we know the term, but we may not actually know as much as we think we know. Who are the 12 apostles? Right. Matthew, Mark, Luke. Oh, wait. No, wait. Those are the four Gospels, but those are two of the guys who are part of the apostles. But who are the apostles? Right? Well, you got Andrew and Peter and James and, okay, some of you have been to Sunday school before, so you know you got the brothers, Andrew, and then there's some others. I've watched The Chosen. Who were those? There was Philip. Matthew is one of them. He's really outstanding in that show. There's, Judas. There's the other Judas, there's another Simon, there's a guy named Matthias who got chosen instead of a guy named Joseph. There was that guy named Cleopas. Wait a minute, those weren't part of the 12 except one of them who took. Do you see what I mean? Like, we are very clear on the 12 apostles, and we can't even name them. And in some ways, that's a bit of an analogy to discipleship. I bet you may even have a director of discipleship in your church. But actually, it's a little bit more of a fuzzy notion for us. How do we get a firmer grasp on what that idea is? You look at the Scripture to understand what Jesus meant when he called his disciples to follow him and when people began to refer to one another as disciples. So that's what we'll be doing in our 5 morning sessions beginning tomorrow morning. I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.